So we are discussing about the functions that returning values. Okay, that is, we can return a literal, we can return a variable, we can return an expression. In the case of non-void function, okay, using non-void function, we can return a literal, we can return a variable, and we can return an expression. Okay, I'll give some example based on this return types. Okay. Write these statements and write which type of values return. Okay. Seven. First one, it is return x. What is return x? All these are non-void functions, and we are returning, in some return statement we are using literals, and some return statements we are using variables, and in some other cases we are using expression with literals and expressions with variables. Okay, what about the first one, Dia?
Variable.
Yes, here we are returning a variable. Then Aditya, what about the second one?
Literal.
Literal. Here 5 is a literal. That is, literal means it's a constant. If I'm giving 5.1, it is another example for literal. Which type literal? 5.1, Aditya?
Float literal.
It is float literal. Then Adul, what about this one? Return 8 plus 2. It is expression with which type of values?
Literal.
Yes, expressions with literals. Okay, this is expression, that is, yes, Achut?
First and second answer.
First one, it is variable. X is a variable. Here 5.1 or 5. This is literal constant value. If you are using 5.1, it is a float literal. If I am using 5, it's a integer literal. Okay. So here it is expression using literals. 8 and 2 are literal. So here I am using literals along with one operator. So it is one expression. In this expression, I am using one operator along with two literal values, two integer values. So here this return statement will return return an expression with literal. Okay. Then Srihari, what about the second last one?
Variable.
No. What about this one? Is it a variable? Variable is included when we are using variables along with operator. What is the name? Srihari?
I don't know.
It is expression. Okay, Srihari? That is a variable or value we are using along with operator. It is known as expression. Here a plus b plus 1 is an example for expression. Here I am using two operators and I am using some variables and some constant value. Okay. And another example for expression, it is 5 plus 6. is an example for expression. That means along with operator, I'm using two constant value. Expression means normal mathematical equation is known as expression. When we are writing a mathematical expression or mathematical equation in Python, it is known as expression. Okay, so these are the examples for expression. So here I am writing one expression because here I am using some variables, constant value and two operators. So this is an example for expression. So this return statement will return this return statement use one expression with variables and literals. Okay, this expression use variables and literals. Here I am using integer literal because the value it is 2. If I am using whole number, that literal name it is integer literal. So this return statement use expression with variables and literals. Okay, this return statement use expression with variables and literals. Which are the variables here? A and B are the variables and 2 is the literal. Okay, Emmanuel, what about the last one?
Same expression with variable and literal.
Yes, expression with variable and literal. That is, this is the expression. In that expression, I am using two variables and one literal. Okay, so this is return statement that is used in non-void function. So there are mainly two types of function related with return statement. The first one it is non-void function. It has its own return statement with some literal value or with some variable or with some expression. So second one it is void function. Okay, so first one include so many return statement with different type of values. It may include a variable name. Here this is the variable name. Another example for variable name it is return sum. Sum is an example for variable name. So return sum. So this is variable name. Sum is variable name. Then we can return constant value or literal value, and we can return expression with values, with variables, and with a combination of variables and values or constants. Okay, so these are the topics related with non-void function. Okay, so second one it is functions not returning value. That is, it is void function. It is void function. Functions that not returning value is known as void function. Functions that not returning value. Functions that returning some value, that is known as non-void function, and functions that not returning any value, it is known as void functions. Functions that not returning any value, it is known as void functions. The function that performs some action or do some work but do not return computed value or final value to the caller are called void functions. Functions that are not returning value is known as void functions. Sri Hari Krishna, switch on the video. Okay. Ashwin, switch on the video. The second point, it is a void function may or may not has a return statement. If a void function with a return statement, then it takes the following form, that is return.
Ma'am, that dot is not there.
No, this dot is not needed. Only return statement. Okay, Achyut? Okay. Before going to this void function, I will just explain some topics related with that non-void function. Okay. That is a non-void function. We'll write one. How we can write a program based on sum using function? Achyut,
Def sum
def sum
x comma y
x comma y. Then
colon
colon. After that, Dia,
some number is equal to x plus y. N is equal to x plus y.
oh, okay, we can give s is equal to x plus y. After that, Dia,
Return s.
return s. Then Krishna, what is the next statement, Krishna?
A equal enter.
A equal to
Enter.
enter.
And then enter sum in
It's not clear, Krishna. A is equal to
input.
int input. Int input,
Enter.
enter first number. Enter first number. Ashwin, next statement.
B equals
B equals
int input,
int input,
enter second number.
enter second number. Okay. Aryan, what about the next statement? Print. Aryan, switch on the video. Aryan, switch on the video. Okay, Aryan. Aditya, read the print statement.
Print sum A comma B.
Sum A comma B. Okay. So this is the program based on finding sum using function. Okay. What is the name of this? Or what is the name of the first line of function definition, Emmanuel?
Function header.
Yes, it is known as function header. Then from where the main program begins, Ashwin?
A.
From A. So the execution of program is begins from A is equal to int input enter first number. So after that B is equal to int input enter second number, then print statement. So here we are discussing about non-void function. Okay. In the case of non-void function, we can use the function along with print statement. This is one option. Okay, we can use this non-void function along with print statement. Okay, we already discussed this term. Then second option it is, I can use another variable name, that is S1 is equal to sum of A comma B. We can use like this. We can use this function along with a variable name, that is S1 is equal to sum of A comma B. After that we can use the print statement, print S1. So we are using this return statement along with assignment operator. Okay, in first case we are using function call statement along with print statement. So the first condition is we are using function call with print statement. Function call with print statement. That is the normal statement. That is within print, I am writing print sum of A comma B. This is the common statement. Okay. So print sum of A comma B, we are using this function call statement along with print statement. Then the second situation, I am using a variable which is equal to sum of A comma B. What is the meaning of this statement, Aryan?
A comma B equal to X comma.
A comma B. How is the execution flow or control flow in this program?
Starts from A.
Starts from A. So what is the message? It is enter first number. I'm entering a value 10 here. So the value of 8 is 10. After that, which statement is executed?
Then B is equal to int input.
Okay. Give one value for B.
20.
Which one, Aryan?
20.
20. Okay. Then next statement.
Sum A comma B.
Yes, it will execute this sum A comma B. Okay. Function call statement is executed first. Then what happened after executing this sum A comma B? What is the value of A and B here?
10 and 20.
10 and 20. Okay. Adul, explain the balance.
Now it will go to the function definition. substitute
Function
that.
definition. Okay. The control moves to function definition. Then
Then S is equal to A plus B,
what is the value of X and Y here?
10 and 20.
10 and 20. That is 10 and 20. Okay. Krishna? After assigning 10 to X and 20 to Y, what will happen?
X plus 9,
What is the result of X? What is the value of X and Y here?
10 and 20,
10 and 20. Then what is the result of S?
30,
30. Okay. Then what about the next statement? Krishna?
returns the
Returns the value to a
print this.
okay. So the value of S, it is 30. That 30 is returned to this function call statement. After that only we will move to print statement. Okay. So this return S means 20 and 10 is added and the result is assigned to S. So the content of S, it is 30, and this 30 after return S means this return statement return the value 30 and that 30 is assigned to S1. Okay. After executing return S statement, the content of S, it is 30 and this 30 is assigned to S1. Sum A comma B, the result is 30, that 30 is assigned to S1. Okay. Is it clear, Krishna? Okay. After that, print S1 means the content of S1 is displayed. The content of S1, it is 30. So the output is 30. So this is the second option of function call statement. Okay. First, we can use function call statement along with print statement. That is the first option. Second option, I am assigning the result to another variable using S1 is equal to sum of A comma B. Okay. After that, print the result using S1. So this is the second option. We can use function call statement or return statement along with assignment operator. The single equal to is known as assignment operator. So we can assign some value after executing this function call statement. So that is the second option. Okay, then the last option it is, we can use relational operators. Sum of A comma B greater than 20. We can use this function call statement along with one value and relational operator. Which are the relational operators used in Python, Emmanuel?
In and out.
No. Relational operators. After
Greater
item.
than.
Yes, yes. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. These are the relational operators used in Python. Okay. So we can use function call statement along with this relational operator. Okay. In this situation, the result, that is 30. The result is calculated with or compared with the value 20 using this relational operator. Okay, so we can use function call statement with relational operator. In this situation, after executing sum of A comma B, the result is stored here and this 30 is compared with 20. Okay. So using function call statement, we can use relational operators also. Along with function call statement, we can use relational operator like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. Okay. So function along with function call statement, we can use all these relational operators. Okay. So these are the three options that is used along with function call statement. First option is we can use function call statement along with print statement. That is the first option. We can use function call statement with print function or print statement. That is a normal statement. The second option is we can use function call statement along with variable or assignment operator, that is S1 is equal to sum of A comma B. That is the second option. We can use function call statement along with variable and assignment operator. That is the second option. And the third option it is we can use function call statement with relational operator and literals. That is, this is the one of the relational operator and this is the literal. So we can use relational operator and literal along with function call statement. So these are the three options when we are using function call statement in Python. Non-void functions. Okay. Is it clear? Srihari, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the three options related with function call statement. First one, we can use some function with print, and second one, some function with assignment operator and literal. S1 is one variable. So sum of A comma B is a function. We can use this function with assignment operator and variable. After that, we can use function call statement with relational operator and literal. We can use any relational operator here. Okay, so these are the topics related with non-void functions. So we will be discussing about the next topic. It is void function. Okay, functions not returning value. Okay, void functions, which are also known as, that is, functions not returning value, means if a function is not returning not returning any value, that function is known as void function. Non-void functions means functions that return some value. Okay. We can return integer value, we can return float value, we can return literals, we can return expression. Any value we can return using non-void function. Okay. But in the case of non-returning value, it is also known as void function. That means that function will never return a value, expression, or variable. We can use this return statement, but no value is returned in the case of void function. Okay, so the first sentence, it is the function that performs some action. It performs some action. Addition operation is there, subtraction operation is there, some action is there, but it will never return a value. But do not return a computed value or final value to the main program. Okay, in the case of void function, it will perform some operation, addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication operation, any operation that function performed, but it will never return a computed value or final value to the main program. Okay, in the previous example, we are returning S to the main program because it is a non-void function. After adding A and B, or after adding X plus Y, we are returning the result to the main program because it is a non-void function. But in the case of a void function, it will never return a computed value or final value to the main program. That is void function, not returning a value. Okay, that is void function. The second point, it is a void function may or may not has a return statement. I will explain this term with example. That is a void function. A void function can use a return statement, and some functions are there that use return statement. Some functions are there with no return statement. Okay, so if a void function has return statement, it will take only this statement, return only. We cannot use return A in void function. Where we use this return A statement, Ashwin?
Inside df.
This return A statement is for which function?
Ins df.
DF is the definition. For writing the definition, we are using DF. Okay. Dia?
Non-void function.
Yes. Is it clear, Ashwin? If we are using a value along with return statement, that type of function is known as non-void function. Okay, Ashwin? Okay. If you are using a return statement along with a variable name or along with a value, these type of functions are known as non-void function. Ashwin, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, if you are using a return statement with some value, that type of functions are known as non-void function. So, here we can use the statement return only. Okay, because it is a void function. We are not returning any value to the main program. Because of that, we are using just a return statement. No values are used along with this return statement. Okay, that is void function. In void function, we are just using return statement only. No values, no variables, no expressions are used along with this return statement in the case of void functions. Okay. Is it clear, Srihari, the difference between void and non-void functions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aditya, give an example for non-void function.
I'm return
Return,
A.
return A. An example with expression. Dia,
Return A plus B into 2.
Return A plus B into B. Aryan, give an example with literal.
Return 10.
Return 10. 10 is an example for literal value. Okay. So that is non-void function. Okay. Then about void function, we are just using okay. So for void function, we are using a return statement only with no values. Okay, we are not using values with return statement. Okay, so these are some examples for void function. These two options are void functions. Void function has no return statement. Okay, write the example. Sorry. Void function but has no return statement. These two are examples of void function with no return statement. All these are examples of void functions. Void functions. In void functions, either we can use simple return statement or a function with no return statement. So the first case it is void function with no return statement. First write the first two examples, that is void function with no return statement. Okay. Ashwin, what is the name of this first line?
Header,
Which header?
function header.
Yes, function header. Correct, Ashwin. That is function header. Diff is the keyword used to identify the function header. Okay. So write this complete program. After writing the first and second, write the complete program. Diff greet with an empty, write the empty bracket. After that colon, print hello. A is equal to greet, empty bracket, then print A. Aditya, from where this execution begins for this program?
Ma'am, A is equal to
Yes, execution starts from A is equal to greet empty bracket. Okay. So what is the meaning of the first statement? Greet empty bracket. A is equal to greet empty bracket is the first statement that is executed. Okay. When the interpreter read this statement, greet empty bracket, the control moves to the function definition because greet is a function. This is a function call statement. So the control moves to function definition. Okay. Diff greet empty bracket. Then after entering to the function definition, it will execute the statement inside this function definition. Which is the statement? It is print hello. Okay. There is no values returned here. Value is returned. I will explain that value. Before that, it is only a single statement. There is no return statement. In normal void function, we are using a return statement also. But here we are using void function. It is not a non-void function. It is a void function. In void function, we can use function without a return statement. Okay. So here we are not using a return statement. So after executing this print statement, it will display like this, hello, in output screen. Okay. After that, the control moves to this statement. Then which value is assigned to A? That is the problem. Okay. In void function, if there is no return statement, it will return none. None is used for representing empty value. Okay. In Python, none is used to represent empty value. So if there is no return statement, then also this function will return a default value. That default value name it is none. Okay. So if we are using a void function, that is the void function with no return statement, the interpreter automatically return one value, one empty value. That empty value is represented using none. None is a value represented by value used for representing empty value in Python. For representing empty value in Python, we are using a name as none. Okay. Is it clear, Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
So for every void function, if there is no return statement, then also the interpreter returns some value. That value name it is none. Okay. So what is the value of A here, Emmanuel? What is the content of A?
Hello.
No. Hello is printed here. Okay. Print hello means this hello is printed here, but we will not return this hello to this function because there is no return statement. I will explain that non-void function. That is, if we are using diff sum of A comma B, this is equal to A plus B, return S. Here A plus B is added and the result is stored in S and the content of S is returned. Okay. But here there is no return statement. We just print this content hello here itself. Then the control is moved to the main program. The control is moved to the main. Okay. Then the control is moved to the main program. That is, in that control, in void case, we pass this none to this function called statement. Okay. This hello is printed there itself, that is in the function definition itself. But when the control passed to the function call statement, the value passed it is none. So this none is assigned to A. Okay. I'll write it here.
If he has not written the exam, then we have to take a retest.
Okay. Here the definition is diff greet empty bracket, then print hello. Then after that A is equal to
He has attempted
greet
and
empty
he has
bracket
allotted the marks for
print A. Okay,
a,
this is the program. This is a void function. Okay, in all void
we can
function,
take
the
that-
returned value it is none.
I don't
Nothing
think so.
computed value is not returned in void function. Okay, nothing is returned to this main program, but by default, the function definition is returned a value that is known as none in all void functions. In every void function, the returned value it is none. Okay, so when we execute the statement print hello, this hello is printed. Then after that, the control moves to this statement. Then along with this control flow, this value none is passed to this A. Okay, in the case of void function, after printing this hello statement, going to the function call statement. In that situation, one value is also passed to this function call statement. That value name it is none. That is empty value. For representing empty value in Python, we are using none. In Python, for representing empty value, we are using the word none. Data type it is none. So the content of A it is none. So after printing hello here, next it is print A. What is the content of A, Krishna? What is print A? It is none. Okay. So after hello, it will print none. Okay. This is void function. In the case of void function, the first option it is, or first situation it is, we are not using any return statement in function definition. No return statement is there in this function definition because it's a void function. But it is returning some values, that is none is the value returned to the main program. So if I'm using a print A statement like this, or A is equal to greet empty bracket means after executing this print statement, it will assign this none value to A. So after executing this statement, one statement like print A, then the content of A is displayed. What is the content of A? Content of A, it is none. So for this program, the output is first it will print hello here. Then after that, none based on this A. Is it clear? Emmanuel, is it clear, Emmanuel? What happened, Ashwin? Is it clear, Ashwin?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next example it is.
Ma'am,
Okay, okay, Chud.
N is capital or small?
Which? It's not clear, Achut.
No, ma'am, I want to know whether N is capital or small.
N.
None.
None. N is capital. First N is capital. That is N-O-N-E. First N is capital. Okay. So the second option it is diff greet empty bracket. Just print welcome. This is another example for void function. Okay. Then second function it is void function with a return statement. Here also, in this case also, okay. So diff after space quote is the function name, and I'm using this here. We need this indentation. Okay, it's a mistake. You just give some space before print. Okay, I will write the. diff. Why Elvina? Span. Okay. We can continue in the next class. Okay. We'll take the attendance then. Okay. Aditya present.
Present.